Hi Sagittarius, let's do your reading. So just let me show you this real quick pre-shuffle. I didn't go very long. But this looks like somebody coming in. You got the Knight of Swords. The sword is down. It has an element or feel of kind of like a surrender. And then we've got the Six of Wands. Picking up on this being a little bit backwards though. Like I'm getting kind of like somebody's coming down off their high horse or is being humbled or realizing. You've got the High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy, and the Devil card in reverse. Wait, I'm getting something more here. Or Death card in reverse. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I know I just turned that on. Okay, so we're going to lay out a full spread, but I just want to see something real quick. And you know, I need to start using this deck more so I get acclimated to it again. Anyway, so somebody's coming in. Looks like they're surrendering. You know, they feel like they've lost their fierceness somehow. The High Priestess. These two together feel like kind of like a know-it-all energy with this Six of Wands, which is, you know, success and recognition. I feel like somebody's been kind of humbled, and it's causing this ending to come back around, something like that. We also have kind of an explanation for it. The blocked card came out more than once, and then throat chakra 3 times, 2 times, and then I just pulled this one. But somebody has got communication doesn't happen easily for this person because they are not able to be, vulnerable. They have to act above something or something like that. So let's just keep those in mind, and we will, come back to them if needed. They might just be part of the story. They know it'd be, sometimes the pre-shuffle is just a kind of like a little mini story that somebody needs to hear. But let's go ahead and see what is going on with you and who is on your mind or coming toward you. And next, your energy, their energy. Let's just be nosy. I was going to say, I am feeling the Lover's card and the Page of Swords. Oh gosh, did I just say the Page of Swords? Oh, that's the Page of Cups. I saw the sword on this one. I was like, oh, okay. So, Page of Cups there. I'm going to pull from the middle. The other thing I was getting was water. Like maybe a vacation, water, ocean, a tidal wave type thing. So we've got 4 of Swords. This is like a timeout, something that... This 4 of Swords is an indication that it's not over, but there's been like a pulling back or a resting period. Typically it's to heal. Page, okay. I think you're going to hear from somebody. Page of Cups. Okay, 6 of Swords, leaving a difficult situation. Do you guys see the 8 there? Okay, 4 again. Feeling 4, so we'll see. 4 of Wands at the top. That sometimes is the even card. 5 of Swords. Somebody's big fat ego is being unarmed. I feel like something like that. Okay, bottom of the spread we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's, like a blessing, a gift. It's something new and stable. 7 of Pentacles. It looks like you're going to have some options here. Oh wow, 10 of Cups. This is a very blessed energy. It's kind of like not having to... The good thing about having choices is you have choices. The bad thing about having choices, sometimes it's hard to decide. But this is indicating truth and clarity. And Tarot's advice is truth, clarity, victory after a battle. Don't ignore or overlook the truth of what's stable. It's kind of like a gift. But so don't be sure not to overlook it, because you will be given truth, clarity, a new beginning. And then in the outcome, we have the 8 of Cups. It's reaching higher. It's exactly what I was just feeling. It's kind of like an element of elevating, rising above. Let's get some general clarifiers. Next few cards are the 10 of Swords, painful ending, 8 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and 8 of Pentacles. So I guess looks like you got out of something that you really felt trapped in or tied to unhappily, right? And possibly even either the communication is blocked because somebody is, has an issue with vulnerability, wears a false mask to protect themselves. It could be a literal blocking. We're going to grab that. So 9 of Swords. So basically, whatever this is definitely not over. There's that wheel again. There's something in the works. It's moving. It's active. And the 8 of Pentacles again. Did we have that? I think we did. So, but the 8 of Pentacles it's being okay on your own. So maybe in this time that you're apart or were apart, you have grown in ways that you maybe would not have grown if you had been with this person the whole time. Somebody's done a lot of growing, healing. And this is feeling like a message not to fall back. This came out in pre-shuffle too, the Magician. Ten of Pentacles is next, and the Sun card. So this is kind of, I feel like I just had this reading. I don't think it was for you guys, but it kind of feels like this is just a reminder or a confirmation, I guess, that whatever you went through, it was very purposeful in the area of growth and stability and cooperation. Someone in this has learned, so make sure if it's not you that you learn this too. Someone has learned that it takes more than one. It's better when both people contribute, both people learn the lessons, both people can really put themselves in the other's shoes. And there might be an element of, did I tell you guys I was feeling Page of Swords? I just saw the Page of Swords. And putting each other in the other one's position. The Queen of Pentacles just flew out. That's a wife, could be a wife, mother. Somebody had to kind of get knocked off their high horse, I'm telling you. So we got Queen, that actually came out this way. Queen of Pentacles, then 5 of Pentacles, then it's like getting, put in your place. Made somebody realize and do some rethinking, maybe that they had been defensive and only seeing some things from their perspective. Also, blue jays. You guys keep your eye out for blue jays. I feel like I had other signs. Water, ocean, travel, trips. Whoa. Okay, here's an 8. I think that's the first time an 8's shown up on the crystal. So I don't know if that's significant. But the 8 of Pentacles, let's just put it back because we didn't ask a question. Oh, wow. Okay, well, y'all see that? Okay, so let's clarify. Why do we have the 4 of Wands? Oh, remember the very first card I said I felt was the Lovers. So there it is. So it's a decision to choose what's going to be a strong, stable foundation. Sometimes love just isn't enough. You know what I mean? You can love somebody till the cows come home. You can love somebody a crazy, crazy amount of love. But if that person isn't in the right place, space, mindset of contributing and being cooperative, then it's not enough. It's, you know what I mean? It might be someday, and you can still love them. So somebody might be thinking that if it doesn't work out right now, or if it doesn't work out, that debases the love, and that's just not the case. Were we talking about Bourbon when it was on the clock? That's you. But anyway, just because it's not, working out doesn't mean the love isn't there or the love wasn't real. Okay, so don't confuse those two things. I want to know about this Magician. Somebody's trying really hard, I think, to make this happen. Yeah. Or waiting. Okay, now you guys hopefully know how I feel about waiting. You never wait because it's a low vibe energy to be in. And people just don't come back to people who are sad and out. People who are stuck in sadness, they don't. People come back to people who are doing great, and improving their lives. There's no Pentacles here. Oh wow, there's the Emperor. So yeah, this is major. It's like a decision. You need to make sure you're not waiting. You're not manifesting. Be careful what you're manifesting. This is manifesting your strength and stability and power. I feel like I need one more on that Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Stop waiting for somebody else to come in and create your happiness. I think you've got to do it. And then also just make sure you don't force something that's not to your best and highest good. Okay, tell me, what did we leave in the past? Six of Swords. Oh, just feeling left out. Abandoned. Maybe because someone ghosted or went quiet with, maybe didn't respond to messages or, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Oh man. Sorry guys. Let me grab my phone in case it happens again. Tell me, oops, sorry guys. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is stability, and so this is about giving equally, not over giving. Shut that love down. Don't set the dynamic wrong. If somebody doesn't contribute and take the action, so you have a comeback, something you've been wanting. I hope you're not waiting. Somebody is going to come in. Looks like fast and unexpected. But this is screaming. Don't repeat the same cycle. Tell me about... Okay, this is really very clear. It's all about being okay on your own. You are okay on your own. That's what you need to be manifesting instead of manifesting, I think, a return. Of course, manifest whatever you want, but why not manifest your ability to be happy and be your own cake rather than somebody else filling in the gap? So, cake analogy. So be your own cake. You yourself have all the ingredients it takes to make a great cake, which would be flour, sugar, oil, all the ingredients, right? And a cake is good by itself. Now, if you're the foundation, you're the cake, somebody else can come in and be that icing. Cake is good without icing. It'd be better with icing. Right? But you got to have the foundation first. Be your own cake first. This is screaming that. Look at that. Emperor, Empress. And then you will be more like an equally yoked or a yin to the yang. I mean, wow. Look at these freaking cards. But it is a decision. You've got, holy moly. And we didn't pull any cards from this deck. So, and I thought we had the Pentacles twice. But look at this. Emperor, Empress, okay, kind of, wow, look at that, crazy, beautiful, gorgeous. So, strong lesson here, to be okay on your own, be your own cake. You don't have to rely on someone else. Maybe face your fears, face your vulnerability. Maybe stop, it's like a shadow, maybe stop, maybe turn around and face that vulnerability, or face that shadow of feeling like you're not good enough, that somebody else will complete you, versus, hey, guess what, I'm going to make a decision. There is a strong element of decision. I'm going to make a decision that I can be okay. Oh, right when I'm saying decision, this is indecision. I use intuition in all aspects of life. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So exactly, when you set your mind to be the success yourself and not wait for someone else. Oh, I wanted to get my knees. It's like, oh gosh, I almost said that, chop wood. It's like doing the work. Do the work. Embrace the work. And Sometimes it's just that first step. So maybe honor that very first step, even if it's tiny. Honor that first step, because it'd be tiny, but it is often the most, often the first step is the most important step, because it's the step that gets you started. So just honor that first step, and whatever it is that you've got that you're not, that you'd be procrastinating on or something like that, do yourself, your self-improvement. Oh gosh, remember? Sorry, didn't mean to yell at y'all. I kept saying the ocean, go to the sea, something like that. So get, there's some, I don't know what it is, but there's something about like, certain amount of time, like around water, a certain amount of time around water will, I don't know, it does something healing to you, okay? So maybe that's what it is. Feathers, protection, okay. I've been feeling blue jay, so maybe blue jay feathers, watch for feathers. Look at that, water disturbance. Maybe look at the clouds. I did mean for this to be about signs. Can we get signs to watch for? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm a little like chilled because, okay, and there it is again. 6. I just almost pulled this. It grabbed attention. I don't know if it was split, if it was at the bottom or what, but I almost pulled it right when I was asking for signs, and I didn't pull it, and then it flipped out. So raise your vibration, choose peace and harmony in your thoughts and with others. So that's a powerful message, a powerful number. This one keeps wanting attention, your attention. So Adelaide, water. There it is again. Safe. Okay, starfish, water again. Ocean. I think I said that very first thing. Also, when you guys take a bath or shower, make sure you do that every day, because it just is healing. And also you can, make it a process, a mental note to clear all the negative energy off of you if you have any. Cleanse. Bones and indestructible. Why do we have that? Enthusiasm, excitement, and warmth. Okay, this violet card keeps getting me, so might as well pull it. Intuitive, spiritual self-worth. Oh, that's another thing I got in the very beginning. Was something about spiritual beliefs. There was some sort of somebody feeling like, discrediting someone else's or mocking or something like that. Chills, confirmation. So 333. You guys got a lot of numbers going on here to be watching for. Remember, we had the 8. Here's 6s. Trinity in the 3s. Mind, body, soul. You are in the zone. Express your authentic self, which is, again, ties back to the vulnerability in the communication. And I just said I got chills a minute ago. Okay, this is getting kind of deep. Whoa, Timmy. Memories, aroma. Okay, let me pull another one. Don't want to let you go yet. The answers you need are coming. Look at the bigger picture. There you are, full moon in Sagittarius. Again, I feel like there's a lesson here to be able to look at, don't be too close to the trees to see the forest. You can look at a more of a bird's eye view, like visualize yourself zooming out so you can see all of the situation, the future, and all the different angles of what it could mean for someone else, putting yourself in their place. Take time to breathe out. Don't let your past hold you back. All right, are we done? Do we need one more? Let's do an animal spirit. It's Sag. Oh gosh, okay, so spider webs are coming through big time for me lately. I just walked into one in the garage a few days ago, and I even talked about it in a reading, because spider webs always remind me that there's a plan, like there's things are not always clear. So speaking of clear, part of these, there's threads and on spider webs that are translucent. We can't see them all. Sometimes we can't see them, we walk straight into them. that doesn't mean they're not there. If you look really close, you can see more. Let me see. See that in the background? See in between? There are more. There's a lot more. It's like looking at the bigger picture. When you zoom in and zoom out, you see things differently. But there are a lot of moving parts. There are a lot of things, it's an intricately woven plan or path. And you can't see everything yet, and you never will be able to see everything. So as you go a little further, you can see a little more. When you look at things through a different perspective, which is what we got, the Hangman and this Four of Swords. You know what I mean? Take time out to look at things through a different perspective. Let me just grab this real quick and see if anything big comes out that I'm missing. So watch for spider webs. We had 8 spider webs, blue jays, something with water. Starfish could be something. 3s and 6s. Coins. I didn't even see that one. Watch for coins. And I would ask for the message for whenever you see these signs, to have a clear message come with them. If you don't, then it could just be that you're on the right path or that spirit has your back. But I've asked for really specific signs that were too specific. And then even when I got them, so I don't know if you guys heard this, but I was like literally asked for, okay, I'll have to tell you guys the German Shepherd story sometime. I'm going to write that down because I don't think I have time now. But crazy on walks, I always ask for signs. Okay, I'm going to tell you part of it. The German Shepherd story was, I was asking, am I on the right path? Do I need to shift gears? The channel was still not doing that great. But it was kind of questioning, am I on the wrong path? Should I not be doing this? So, questioning everything, and money and romance. And I asked for specifics. Am I on the right path? And I was like, okay, so give me a sign. So I'm walking. It's kind of getting dark, but I was walking, and I was like, okay, German Shepherd. Show me a German Shepherd. Well, then I think there's no German Shepherds that live here. First of all, I live in a really, kind of quiet, small neighborhood. And so in thinking of not believing Spirit can show me anything, any sign at once, I was like, it's getting dark. I won't be able to see him anyway, and there's no German Shepherds that live here. So I dismissed that one, and I was like, okay, just make it so obvious that it has this name in it, this specific word. And when I was like, am I safe? Am I safe? Am I going to lose my house? Am I going to, something like that? Am I missing out on everything I should be doing? So I'm doing everything different. Literally get home and I'm cooking dinner, and I hear a name in a song that I've never heard before. My phone was upstairs, so I couldn't even look at the name of the song. But it was like, "You're safe Tuesday, you're safe Tuesday." It was like over and over and over, like a broken record. And I was cooking till the point where I was like, I think I had the water on, but to the point where I was like, what? Like, because I stopped because it sounded like a broken record. And so I listened carefully, and I swear, and of course, if I was able to find that song, I'm sure the lyrics would not say this. They would say something else. But what I was hearing exactly was, "You're safe Tuesday, you're safe Tuesday, you're safe Tuesday, da 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 da." It's like, I'm kind of embarrassed telling you guys this. It sounds crazy, but I'm telling you. And then, as if that wasn't a strong enough sign, I'm still cooking in the kitchen. I can't run upstairs and get my phone to see. So it's playing all over the house, from phone. But it wasn't a playlist, or it was stuff that, like Apple Music chose for me, something like that. So I'd never heard the song, and I've never heard it again. And I've even told kids, listen for this song, because I need to know what song this is. But I couldn't run upstairs and get phone because I had food on the stove. But and I'm sitting there doubting it. As obvious as that was, I was still sitting there doubting it. And the very next song, I swear I'm not making this up, was, "Yes, that was a sign." Because I was going, was that a sign, or am I losing my mind? And then I swear it said something like, just exactly like that, like, "No, you're not losing your mind, it was a sign," or something. And I was going, oh my gosh. And then I don't know which happened. That happened that night. And then I don't remember the order, but I think the next day that exact word that I specifically said came up on a video. I had, YouTube playing in the background, and the exact freaking word I asked for came up, and won't even get into that. I'm running out of time. But the other thing is, I walked out my door that day to go up my walk, and I freaking almost walked straight into a German Shepherd. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was just crazy. So anyway, you guys ask for signs and tell them, set your intention that they be very specific, down to a color, a word. You can assign it to mean this. Play with it, and let's talk about it in the comments. You guys, please tell me about your signs, okay? But you guys know our signs here. We've got coins. I'm afraid I'm gonna get cut off. We've got 3s, 6s, blue jays. Also, the thing about blue jays that I was feeling is the pointiness of their beak and head. So if that becomes really clear, okay? Now I'm gonna run out of time. I don't remember what I'm doing now. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, I've got the wrong book anyway. Anyway, love you guys. Let's talk in the comments. If I remember what I was about to do, then I will put it in the comments. But I love you. I will see you soon. Bye, Sag.